Seriously, not feeling well. Hello? I'm fine. You guys call that all the time. I'm renting. I can't do that. Please put this number down and don't call me again. Thanks. Hello, everybody. Now we'll see who comes on. I forgot to post it as a reminder, so. That's what I should do. I am just not feeling good today. That's what happens when I do that. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live. I'm Pearl of Wisdom. Hey, who's in? I'm going to do, today I'm going to do every team. We're going to do the burning question. What's the biggest question for each team? Oh, excuse me. But we're going to do like Anaheim Ducks. What's the biggest question for the Anaheim Ducks? The biggest one? The biggest one is who's going to score for the Anaheim Ducks? I think that's the biggest question for the Anaheim Ducks. Zegras. Actually, even a bigger question than that is what is Zegras going to be able to be the guy? Yeah, was very busy today. My wife had a week off here and I haven't been so busy. I love having her off, but it just seems like it's hard to get things done. Like I haven't did a video all week, if you noticed. Haven't been able to do videos or anything. I did a couple extra ones, but now I've run out. I'm hoping to get one done tonight. And, to tell you the honest truth, I'm feeling a little under the weather tonight. I'm not really feeling my best. I got a whole bunch of blood work done today and stuff, and I don't know if it's from the blood work or what it is, but my energy level is way down. I will probably be doing the show again tomorrow afternoon, though. That'll be my last one of the week. How are you doing, John? You're the only one in here now, so. Not much. What was the news today? Oh, yeah, I'll go on about the Kane situation. Here's the thing. Like, I hear a lot of people are saying they should ban Kane from the league. You know what? Even if he did bet on his own team or whatever, I still don't think he should be banned from the league. I don't think it solves anything to do that crap. The guy, if he's doing something like that, he has your tummy was hurt. If you're doing something like that, you got an addiction, man. Like, banning him from the league is not going to solve a dude's addiction problems. Go get some help. I suppose you could say, look, if it's that bad that you're doing that sort of stuff, then you have to go get help or you can't play. Like, maybe I could see that. But totally banning a guy from the league. The problem with Kane is not really that maybe his gambling or whatever. It's that his overall attitude towards other players has really just caused too much damage in the room and nobody wants him anymore. I don't think. Now I'm hearing he's going to end up playing for San Jose still. So I don't know how they're putting out that fire. Like, he's got to be on a super short leash here from what I understand, the players there said basically he just ignored team rules, and that usually means like he doesn't show up for practice, or shows up super late for practice. Well, the talk about Jack Eichel, I guess I just heard on Sirius Radio, is not that he'll be traded soon as much as he will be, they might have an idea of what's going on with this surgery and all that kind of stuff. So they might be able to tell you something about that. I think they got what it looks like to me that maybe they wanted to investigate more into before they said you can have this other type of surgery. It really comes down to, I think Buffalo Sabres doctors say that surgery is not what he needs. And Jack Eichel has his own surgeons who say otherwise. So in which case, the Sabres, who don't have, they're not doctors. They pay their doctors. They're going to go with their own doctors. Yeah, Gustafsson with the tryout with the Islanders. How far has he fallen, eh? Like, from a $3 million contract from the Philadelphia Flyers last year. It goes to show you just how horrible that contract really was. Like, he wasn't any better last year than he was the year before. But he can only get a tryout contract this year. Last year, Philadelphia gives him a $3 million contract. My gosh, that was just absolutely deplorable. That was a horrible contract. He'll probably make that team. They need help on their power play. So when they're playing games when they really need help with their power play, he'll probably play. Yeah, I don't see. Eric Stahl never did play all that well last year. That's kind of the elephant in the room. He never really did. He went out and played his ass off, but he didn't play well. He's pretty old. It would basically be a 1-year contract. He might have had offers, but not from teams that he would be interested in going to for whatever reason. But hey, who's there? There's not too many UFAs now. Chase on. Pretty much everybody that's a UFA now, I think, will everybody that's a UFA now, I think, will probably get tryouts, I would think. Chase on is a UFA. I mean, he's probably just going to get a PTO or retired. There's no money out there. James Neal, Travis Zajac. Anisimov got a PTO. Demirs. Really not too many. Devin Dubnyk, Stahl. Alex Chason probably is the best of the bunch. That's not very. Maybe Galchenyuk. I don't know what Bobby Ryan can do now at this stage of his career. I know he wants to play, but yeah, he's still a UFA. There was talk that Edmonton was going to give him a PTO. But he might be holding out for a contract. The Leafs play today? What, they're playing like a scrimmage or something? Wow. Teams are getting on the ice now a little bit. I guess it's only 2 more. Oh, excuse me. I guess it's only 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks and the season starts, right? Preseason is September 25th. Wow. October 4th, isn't it? The first games? Nope. October 4th is still preseason. October 5th. Justin Holl, yeah. How bad is that? Because if they're screwed, if any one of those guys get hurt, like. Regular season's October 12th. October 12th or 13th, yeah. That's when the Leafs play October 13th. But it actually starts Penguins versus the Lightning. It's Seattle versus the Golden Knights. Seattle's first game is against the Golden Knights. That's a smart thing to do. The expansion team against the other expansion team. Yeah, I heard Hull and Riley got hurt, but apparently I don't know if it was that. I mean, Justin Hull isn't even that great, but he's better than anything they got. Like, they cannot afford to get anybody hurt. Oh, prospect game, okay. Hull missed Monday's practice with an illness. Oh, no, when was that? game time decision. What are you talking about? I don't see anything here about Justin Holl's injuries. Latest, anyways. Well, that should be a pretty small roster. Because the Leafs don't have much for prospects, so. What? On the trade block? I don't think he's on the trade block. I think he's I seriously think they're looking into Eichel. I don't know why they would trade Robert Thomas unless, he's got conditioning problems and he doesn't, maybe he's not very well conditioned and they've told him it over and over again and he's having a summer where he's just not doing anything again. They're like, okay, this kid's not going to get it and we're going to trade him now. Something like that. But otherwise, Robert Thomas isn't happy how they're using him, which is usually a combination of the two. If a guy isn't up to snuff conditioning wise, quite often they will not play him because he's and then the guy will get mad because there's so many players that just don't understand what it means to be good, well conditioned in the league. Like Jake Virtanen, but then he's got partying issues and all kinds of stuff going on there. So. What was I gonna look up? I can't remember what I was going to look up now. What were we talking about before you said Robert Thomas? Oh, yeah, that's what it was. NHL rumors 10 hours ago. Price of surgery, okay. Price doesn't expect a full recovery, okay, so he should be fully recovered by the time the season starts. That's all there is for rumors right now. Ottawa Senators and the St. Louis Blues. The Ottawa Senators training camp opens in a week and Brady Tkachuk remains unsigned. Gordon Miller said that they were getting closer to an extension. Could be a long-term deal, but they didn't say for how long or how much. It's believed that the Senators offered up 8 years at $8 million. If I'm Tkachuk, I'm not signing 8 years at $8 million. I'm not either. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea if you were like the Anaheim Ducks to offer Sheik Kaprizov. It would cost you a crap load of picks, though. What's the offer sheet of $11 million say? He wants 11 million. Can't be, the offer sheet can't be greater than 7 years in length. Oh. What's going on here? I'm trying to look it up here. What? Okay. Oh, that would cost 4 first-round picks. So they go like, they'd have to go 10 million for 7. If they went 10 million for 7, that'd still be 2 first-round picks, a second and a third. Two first-round picks, a second and a third. I don't think if you're Anaheim you can do that. Maybe. Because you shouldn't be the worst in the league if you get Kaprizov. Probably won't make the playoffs. Like, I don't know if they're totally set up to do that. The Detroit Red Wings might be able to get away with it. Because if they got a guy like Kaprizov with Larkin and those guys, they would definitely, it would be a high, like, it wouldn't be, the picks wouldn't be terribly high. But I don't think they would do that. They'd rather take their own picks. I know they would. So you got to look with teams that have $10 million in cap room and the picks to do it with. The only team, like, first of all, you got to have 10 million cap space. Second of all, Nashville could do it. If Nashville, Now they got to sign Forsberg, but then you don't sign Forsberg. Doesn't make much sense. Man, it's tough to do something like that. The Buffalo Sabres could do it. That would get their rebuild going in quick. But he's got to sign that now. He's got to sign that. They could offer $10 million for 7 years. And then he's got to just imagine if they sign Kaprizov for 10 years or 7 years for 10 million, but they don't, then they wouldn't sign Tkachuk. And they trade Tkachuk away instead. It's not as easy as you think, because maybe even, it depends. You got to think about what Minnesota won't sign if you do it too. It's got to be at least 10 million a year. And then Minnesota's got to look at it and go, how much do we want to mess up our salary structure? And, you know, and then decide whether, like, depending on what the picks are or could be. I think Buffalo would be the best bet, but if you're Kaprizov, are you going to sign something in Buffalo over Minnesota? Because they already got, then they'd have, a superstar to build around. I don't think Montreal has the cap space to, no, I know they don't. Do they have the cap space? That's the other thing. You have to have your own picks too, I believe. No, it can't be. Can't have, if it's two first. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to have, it has to be your own picks. So the team has got to have a first this year, a first next year, a second, and a third. They have that. Buffalo has it. Does Montreal have it? But I'm pretty sure Montreal doesn't have the cap room. No, they don't have any cap room at all. And they don't have their first this year. They have Carolina's first. I believe it has to be your own pick. I could be wrong about that, but I do believe it has to be your own pick. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy if Colorado did something like that. I don't think Joe Sakic would ever offer sheet though. He takes me as a guy that wouldn't start that war with somebody, which is basically what happened with Montreal. I think if Colorado was going to offer sheet anybody, maybe they'd offer sheet Tkachuk, but they really need a second line center. So I just can't see Sakic. I just can't see Sakic offer sheeting people. Now, if I was going to offer sheet for anybody, The Kings have got themselves pretty tight to the cap now. I believe. Yeah, they've only got $2 million in cap space. They got a whole bunch coming off the books next year, though. I just gotta change the title to "Who Would You Offer Shoot?" That's why I think Guerin is not really going. Yeah, he's a free. He is a UFA after next year. That's why I think Bill Guerin is not really going too hard for this, because like there's not too many people that can offer shoot them, and then even then, is he going to want to go there? If I'm Buffalo, why not? If you could get him to sign a contract for $10 million for 7 years, they got all the cap room in the world. The problem is, of course, they're going to have $19 million tied up with Skinner and Kaprizov, but you got a superstar if he's willing to sign it. But then they're going to suck next year, even with Kaprizov. So that would be pretty risky. Yeah, he signs with the Isles and good old Lamoriello. He doesn't there's no numbers confirmed or term or anything. I imagine it's league minimum, but Lamoriello likes to keep things quiet. Oh, it's just you and me today, John. Where the heck did everybody go? Yeah, I guess. Everybody's busy tonight. Let me look at the restricted free agent, see if there's any crazy. Yeah, like Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, Brady Kachuk. Who else is there? Rasmus Dahlin would not be one. Nolan Patrick. I guess that's. Yeah. If I was gonna offer sheet anybody, it would probably be Pedersen. But it would have to be so high. You'd have to give up 4 first. Yeah, Ryan Donato. I imagine you're gonna see more stuff like that out of Seattle. They got to get a little bit of depth for have guys that can play when guys get hurt. So Ryan Donato's pretty good for that sort of thing. Uh, I think people aren't coming on because there's not much to talk about. And I didn't put a. I thought I told people I was going to be on today, but apparently I didn't. Javon Smith, yeah. If I was Seattle, if I was Chiasson, I would consider going to Seattle. I don't know. He's probably holding out to the last second to get a contract instead of going on a PTO because he's played a lot of games in the league. But he's probably going to have to sign a PTO. That's a guy I think Seattle would be. It would be a good idea for Seattle to sign. But out of all of them, I'd be giving Kachuk I would offer sheet Kachuk if I was going to offer sheet anybody. But like I said, there's so few teams that could do it, and even then, like if I'm Anaheim, you get Kachuk. Does that push you into a playoff team? Probably not. Then you got to give up those 2 firsts. Like it's a really tough option. Colorado would be all right for Kachuk, but they really need a centerman is really what they're looking for. So, Arizona could do it, but they don't want to give up their 2 firsts because even with Kachuk, they still could be worse in the league. And then you don't want nobody wants to give up Bedard. Hey Lauren, how you doing? It's been a quiet show here today, boy. John's been here though. John's been here the whole time. Did you guys just tag out? We were talking about offer sheets. You were waiting for it to start? Oh, this afternoon probably. Yeah, I ended up having to do some medical stuff. I haven't been really feeling well this week, as you might have noticed. And I might even have to finish early today. I went and got some tests done today. I didn't know. I woke up like not feeling great. I still don't feel great right now. No, I forgot the notification. I thought I did it, but I guess it didn't happen. So, also, I didn't really know what time I was going to do it. I didn't know what time I would go back and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I haven't did a video this week or anything. I was going to think of maybe trying to do one tonight if I'm feeling up to it. But my wife has been home all week too, so it's been a little busier. But nothing hasn't really stopped me. But today is this morning when I woke up, I was like, I better go get checked out because something's not right here. So, oh, is that? I wonder if there's anything on my prospects tournament, eh? Are they? I wonder if they're playing anything. Washington still doesn't have a name for their frickin' football team. Are you kidding me? They still haven't come up with a name yet. Maybe they're just gonna leave it that. Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, okay. That'd be cool if there was something on, because I've got. Yeah, I got the vaccine. I got both vaccines, but yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Apparently, you can work, but you got to be tested and all kinds of stuff. Oh, Red Wolves? That's a cool name. I like that name. I like that name. That's a great name, actually. Something Wolves or something. I'm surprised nobody's done that for a hockey team. They got the Wolverines. Oh, yeah? That's probably they're floating it out there and seeing what the response would be. Oh, that's an actual thing, too. It's an endangered species. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Wolves are not endangered. Washington. It even sounds good. Washington Red Wolves. It's a little hard to say. Washington Red Wolves. And there's lots of them in Washington. Oh, Washington, and then a wolf with the logo in the middle? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good name. That's better than Redskins. New York Giants suck. Yeah. That was better than their original name, and the logo's better too. They get to keep the same colors. That's a good idea. I like that. You're a Seahawks fan? Okay. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, so. Cleveland Spiders. Oh, yeah. That would be interesting. Cleveland Black Widows. I'm surprised they haven't changed the Indians one. That would be like, you got to admit, it is kind of weird that you would call people after something that was a total mistake to begin with. Cleveland. Oh, for the Indians, you mean? Like when it comes to, no, I know it's tough being a Browns fan, but I'm not so all that invested in it, so I'm not a huge football fan, so I'm more invested in baseball, and when it comes to baseball, I am a Jays fan. Pretty much. Like I don't know much about the rest of the league. I'm like what a lot of people are towards hockey. I'm a Jays fan and that's about it. I tried for a while there to get into more of it, but it's too time consuming. Hockey's enough for me. And it's just not my favorite sport in the world, but I do like watching the Jays. Yeah, I wonder why they changed to Indians. I know like the Blackhawks, there was thought about that because they also have the native face on there. But the Blackhawks were named after a battalion in the Air Force. Yeah, I don't understand why they would change them to the Indians. It doesn't make sense. Probably look that up, I guess. Jays are playing amazing right now, man. Their hitting is hitting like crazy. Everybody, it's got to be one of it. Like it's got to be one of the best hitting teams in the last little while. Like their bats are insane and still young yet too. So no native tribes live in Ohio. Well, let's look it up, shall we? Why did Cleveland change their name? Oh, the Cleveland Indians are going to change their name. They are going to change their name. Oh, okay, so they used to have spiders and then they had a picture of a spider like that. No, they suggested, but I don't see anything here that... Cleveland Brown Sox, Cleveland Commodores, Cleveland Rocks. From the Drew Carey show. I like that one. Cleveland Rocks. I like Cleveland Rocks. That's pretty cool. I think that's funny. Hi, how you doing, Olge? Welcome to the live. Well, I mean, it's not his fault he got hurt last time. He took a pretty good knee to the head. You're really stressed out about your Leafs team, aren't you, Rachel? Holy crap. So I know it doesn't say who it was, but it doesn't say why they changed their name from the Spiders. I want to find out that. Why did they change their name? After the American League declared Major League status, it was called the Cleveland Blues at one time. Oh, we're doing great. We're actually not, we're kind of not talking hockey right now, but kind of got off on the path on the... Okay, they weren't called the Spiders before. After American League declared Major League status, the team was called the Cleveland Blues and eventually the Cleveland Indians. For years, the Cleveland Indians have claimed Spiders outfielder... Okay, that doesn't say much. Okay, this is weird. That one says that they were never called the Spiders. The Cleveland Spiders had the worst record in baseball history. 11, 11 and 101 on the road. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It would be different. Is there a match? Oh, no. Is there a game going on? No. Where are you living, Ogay Taz? Ogay Taz? Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the Spiders. That's like a cool name. It's just something totally different. But I also like Cleveland Rocks. That's pretty cool. I doubt they'll go that far out, though. And then, like, you're always going to have the Spider-Man reference. Oh, yeah. Who's winning? What's HM? Yeah, I know you said it's on YouTube, but like, do they have the score? On the 18th is when the Kings prospect play. I can't watch it, but because I'm doing this now. But if we had enough people in here, what I was thinking about doing is like doing what's the biggest question for each team? Wings are winning. Well, they got some pretty killer prospects there, so that actually makes a lot of sense. I was going to do what's the biggest question for each team. Like Anaheim, for me, the biggest question is how will Drysdale and Zegras play this year? So young, so talented. You're very angry today. Okay. 6-1. Oh. Do they have? Do the Wings have their? Will they tank? That's a good one too. I don't think so. Will they sell off? Will they sell off? Well, I don't think that's the thing, is they haven't really tanked the way you're supposed to tank. Like, my question is, are they finally going to sell off their veterans, or are they going to re-sign these guys and keep on screwing themselves out of good draft picks every year? Like it seems to be that they're doing like a slow rebuild with the veterans, because and then when they do pick guys, they pick like really safe players like Lundstrom and stuff that they're not high scorers, they're just two-way guys. They basically filled in their third and fourth lines with youth, and now they still haven't got like a top two lines, except for Zegras. Like, are they going to sell off for Kell? Yes, I do. I have no reason to think that they won't continue being a mediocre team. Why would you think otherwise? They haven't did anything to make their team better. The only way is if Drysdale and Zegras have like enormous years for their second year, which is really unlikely. Besides that, I can't see. I see more of the same. I guess if they can keep their veterans and still suck at the same time, and their veterans don't care, I guess it's good to have some veterans to help these young guys grow into the organization, as long as they can continue sucking. But quite often it's like they're not getting that top pick because they're just a little bit too good. And having Gibson there doesn't help out too much, that's for sure. But he looks like he's getting exasperated. I find that hard to believe. You can't just lose money for nothing. I don't know. I just would like to hear. It appears that the plan is to keep veterans, keep some of these vets to bring the kids up, but Buffalo will suck forever. I think Granato will have that team doing better than people think this year. I mean, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But it's a team that, the way they played in the second half, wow, that goaltending is just terrible. Need money. Yeah, I think they're going to probably sell off at least one of their veteran defensemen. Manson, I think part of the problem, like Manson was supposed to go to Winnipeg apparently, and he chopped it down. He's got a no trade clause. A certain amount of team no trade clause. Josh Manson. $12-team no trade list. And Winnipeg was obviously on it, so. Okay, Oge. Arundel sucks bad. Thank you for coming on, Oge. Thank you, buddy. Did you sub yourself up? Are you subbed up to my channel? Make sure you're all subbed up there, big guy. Sorry, I'm usually really excited and stuff like that, but I'm a little under the weather today. Come back again when I'm feeling more energetic. I'm actually kind of losing my voice a bit too. Good night, buddy. Yeah, I don't think I can finish this off. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to have to let you guys go. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not having a good day here. Sorry, guys. I'll have to let you go today. I'm losing my voice and I'm not feeling good. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming on, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay, bye.